Hi, I'm Sloop of SloopGaming, host of 0 Hour Podcast, and these are my thoughts on Destiny 2's latest expansion, Lightfall. My thoughts on Destiny 2's latest expansion, Lightfall, are this. It's awesome. Pretty simple, right? Perhaps naive. We all have our opinions. Well, I'm a year one Destiny player, a very new content creator and streamer, and have always been intrigued by Bungie. I'm also a critic of the studio, Destiny the game, and online culture in general. I don't set very high expectations for new content, but I do hope for progress in existing systems and design, and if brand new features are indeed added, they serve to bolster the gameplay and engage me even further. Anything new that screams, "Play me now," is a plus. It's a win and a driver to keep me logging back online. Lightfall delivers this on several levels, but for me, because these are my thoughts, right? The most intriguing and inviting new features to be introduced in Lightfall are the updates to the user interface, modification system, and the in-game approach to build crafting. Gone is the polarizing decision of having to choose between Charged with Light and Elemental Wells for builds, either as a solo player or leaning into a team composition. The removal of these nomenclatures and reworks into armor charges for charged armor mods and damage type specific spawn objects for subclasses is, well, awesome. Just the overall rework of the mod system is appealing, if not captivating. Now, at the making of this video, I have just scratched the surface of build crafting in Lightfall, but what I have been able to experience has been quite satisfying. It's been refreshing and engaging to the point where I'm thinking more about different ways to play the game than I have in the past. And this sentiment isn't necessarily new to me. The launch of Witch Queen in 2022 and the subsequent Light Subclass 3.0 updates also had me feeling positive as well, with my thinker's cap on 24/7. But the system changes in Lightfall have brought a new synergy to not only how we craft our builds, but also how we save our loadouts, which brings me to the other side of the build crafting coin. How we access our crafted masterpieces. We now can save up to 10 customized loadouts and switch to those on the fly while in game. If this doesn't scream positively quality of life as an upgrade to you, then I'm not sure what will. Then again, you could care less and just use the same guns and subclass for every mission and be content. To you, I say, carry on, enjoy. But I don't believe this is the case with most Destiny players. Further, Bungie has also mentioned that more slots are expected to be added in the future, and that's great. The updated build crafting system also is highlighted by us Guardians no longer required to slot artifact mods to gain their effects. Now, all that's required is to select up to 12 options inside the artifact, and they will be applied passively. Also being applied passively is how our subclass abilities will function as champion counters, leading even further into build crafting and offering more diversity in playstyles. Oh yeah, this also clears up mod slots inside our armor to apply even more beneficial perks. Lightfall has also introduced Strand, which is awesome. I know. I haven't used that adjective before to describe anything. But a new subclass to use on top of the newly introduced build crafting is exactly what drives me, because these are my thoughts after all. To boot up Destiny and to see what happens next, that's where I'm at. Now, I didn't begin my thoughts with any approval or disapproval of the campaign story or pacing, the evolution of the light-darkness saga revealed in each cutscene, or even how Bungie as a studio has introduced progressive social issues into their story via characters and dialogue. My focus is primarily on build crafting, and I strongly believe the active Destiny community feels the same. In short, my review is this, and has always been, and will most likely continue to be this: it's more Destiny. Period. If you enjoyed the Destiny universe when you first started playing, whether it be year one or inside Lightfall as a new light, the development team is delivering the goods once again. Is it perfect? No. But I never thought to myself that something inside the story was so out of reach that it waxed absurdity and branded the game unplayable. There are moments, however, that raise an eyebrow, but nothing that overtly generated a galactic eye roll. Unlike some other reviews I've read and listened to by other Guardians discussed on social media. To the inevitable thumb sideways crowd or down critics, I say this: if you played the game before, then what did you honestly expect in Lightfall? Do you set the bar so high for Bungie that if what was released didn't live up to the hype, or at least your interpretation of the hype, then you're pulling the dead game meme out of your back pocket? Or lamenting how the studio still isn't listening? Are you so steadfast in being a critic that seeing how this game has progressed over the years, and specifically into Lightfall, prevents you from weighing the quote-unquote good over the quote-unquote bad results based on your own expectations to deliver a positive review? Either way, negative or even just poor reviews of Lightfall, even more so from online bloggers, just come off like an attempt to gain clicks and impressions, rather than being objectively critical while offering credit where credit is due. Because in the end, you still graded the expansion poorly, and despite any fanboy facade in selected paragraphs, your final grade is what truly resonates over the court of public opinion. Just saying. I don't believe live service games can be judged like other titles, where if the next season, expansion, release, whatever, doesn't hit the mark as expected or promised via studio or community hype, it's automatically shit. The premise of Bungie's live service offering with Destiny 2 is a continuously evolving world. Lightfall delivers this significantly, in my opinion, and I didn't even get specific on any of the weapon crafting, new seasonal activities, and oh yeah, there's this place called Neptune as well. What's not evolving, however, is anything new in PvP. Now, I'm not a sweat or a consistent Crucible player. My PvP sessions ebb and flow, but for me, I enjoy playing when I do play, despite the myriad of community concerns. Yet, for me to even think about playing PvP, I need certain conditions to be met that I'm currently working with my therapist on. But I can't just load in with any gun and play for fun, man. You know, I gotta be pumped up, I gotta be ready to go. But that's just me. And perhaps this is why PvP isn't engaging for others. Maybe it's the lack of maps, the struggle of balancing the sandbox to please the majority, the absence of new intriguing game modes, lack of attention to loot pursuits and awarded notoriety for skilled players inside of the competitive playlist or Trials of Osiris. And what's the next step for skill-based matchmaking and connection-based matchmaking? Bungie has stated that all of these concerns will be addressed during Lightfall, but at launch, they all fell to the wayside. Eyes up, Crucible Guardians. At least there's a new raid to maybe take your mind off of PvP for a moment. Oh yeah, Lightfall is introducing a new raid, the Root of Nightmares, and we all know how hit or miss a Bungie raid can be. In closing, this is my initial and from the guts thoughts about the new expansion. I'm not Bungie's teacher and won't be providing a letter or number grade. I'm sure I'll lament about something in the future and find a new gripe. It kind of goes with the territory of being a Destiny player. And I could very well find cracks and faults in the new systems as well. However, there is nothing on the surface here to date for me to downvote or not support what's in front of me. Bungie with Destiny, the game is evolving, and more new features have yet to be delivered. But in the end, it's still just more Destiny. And if you like Destiny, then you'll absolutely love Lightfall. Why? Well, because it's awesome. Thanks for watching. I want to know your thoughts, so please comment below. Be safe, stay vigilant, and as always, may the light protect us all.